Rivalries for FightHype.com.
What's up?
I'm with my man Richard Riakporhe. Successfully won his fight tonight. Rich, talk me through it. What happened?
Well, obviously he was quite short, and I was tall, longer limbs. So I just went out there and used my brain, kept it long. He was very he could take a lot of punishment. Let's just put it that way. Hit him with some good uppercuts, landed some good body shots, which would have put a lot of other people down. And he was still in there. Then he finally quit on his stall. That was after the second round. So coming back into the third, he quit. So we got the win. We improved progress, improved the record. 7-0 now. Feels good.
So I was just going to say, 7 fights, 7 wins now. You're on the undercard of obviously, I know your stablemate Dillian Whyte and Joseph Parker. But in terms of moving your career and fast forwarding, we see a lot of fighters take their time until they get into the 20s, 21, 20, and start stepping up. Lately, we've seen people like Lawrence Okoli, Joshua Whyte stepping straight up. What about yourself? What's the plans in your head?
Well, cheers, how you doing? Cheers, Alan. Cheers. So yeah, I have the same thing in mind, exactly the same. At cruiserweight, there's not too many fights there, especially in domestic level, so I can move on. And to be honest, in my opinion, they're not all that skilled where I have to kind of really worry or really improve on certain things before I jump in the ring. Really, with me, it's just experience, going through the rounds. So I believe I'm ready to jump in with some of these names now, and obviously my team also believe the same thing. We tried to get other opponents for this fight, another opponent, but apparently he failed his medical, which was quite unfortunate. So we were just looking for somebody to jump in, and obviously we finally got him, and we moved around anyway, moved around the ring, got some experience, and what can I do really, you know?
Who do you think are your kind of domestic rivals? You know, and I'm not saying in your 8th fight or 9th fight, I'm talking about 12, 13, 14, 15. When you get there, who do you think are going to be the rivals for you?
There's loads of rivals. There's Lawrence Okoli, there's Matty Askins, there's all of these guys. I don't know if Matty Askins is still going to be, you know, in the boxing at that time. Luke Watkins, if he comes back. There's a few names that, you know what, there's a lot of names, but I can't think of it off the top of my head, but there are some competitors in the top 10. And yeah, listen, it'll be good to mix it with these guys, because these guys they know the way around the ring, and they will bring out the best in me. I'm one of those fighters that if I'm fighting against a good opponent, I look better. I look better than the last, and improve my style. And I think it's because I'm normally sparring with, you know, some of the best names in this boxing at the moment. So I know the way they move, the way they think, and I'm quite intelligent around the ring. So when it's time for me to fight on the stage with these names, trust me, I'm definitely going to perform. I'm looking forward to it.
You mentioned Lawrence Okoli. I know he's a friend of yours as well.
Yeah.
And sometimes in boxing, when you have friends, they don't fight. But would you put friendship aside for a night and get in there with Lawrence?
Well, if the money's right, why not? You know, it could be easily done over discussion. You know, I jump in the ring and spar with my closest friends. We try and knock each other out all the time, and for free, if anything, just to help one another. And so imagine if people, what's going on? Imagine if there's a pot of money, there's a pot of gold for us to actually square up in the ring. Listen, why not? Shake hands, have a fight, come out of the ring and give each other a hug. Well done. If I lose, you know, I'll congratulate my opponent. If my opponent loses, congratulate me, and that's it.
Just finishing off on yourself, when are we likely to see you back in the ring? I know it's July now, so not obviously with Matchroom USA now. They've got a lot of shows in America, so it's going to be quite a busy schedule. So when do you expect yourself to kind of?
So yeah, we're in talks at the moment to get myself back out there for the October show. So we're going to see that. I'm going on holiday in a few days, so yeah, just going to, you know, loosen up. You know. It's been hard. The camp's been hard. Like, you know, I gotta live, babe. Yeah, cheers, man. Appreciate it. So it's one of those things. So it's one of those things. So when I come back, get straight back in the camp, and I want to be as active as possible, because what I notice about the sport, if you do not stay active, it's very difficult to get back in, especially with fighters that are continuously putting in work and continuously getting out there. trust me, it's going to be hard to compete with them because they're learning each and every time. So I want to stay as active as possible, and I know I have a short window, so I need to use it. I'm athletic, I'm in good shape, I can punch, I've got skills, I've got natural ability as well. So I want to make sure that I get the best out of my career, so I can look back and say, you know what, I gave it everything I got, and that's all I care about.
Rich, tell us where we can find you on Instagram, on Twitter, on Facebook. No numbers, please, but just stick to your
079. But you can find me on Instagram, on Twitter at R_RIAKPORHE, Riakporhe, Riakporhe. Never forget that. And subscribe to my vlog on YouTube, Richard Riakporhe. Cheers, man. Appreciate it.
Richard Riakporhe for FightHype.com. Thank you very much.